Cool, man.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm standing outside the Merchant with Daniel Wesley. Now you're in town, Kingston again. How does this stage compare to that of the Grand as you played the last time? Which kind of stage do you prefer the most?
Well, this is a lot smaller.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say it's more intimate, the Grand, because, it doesn't really get more intimate than, a few hundred people right in your face in a bar drinking, and after a few drinks, they're probably, welcome to say whatever they want, So I don't know, they're just different beasts, and I like them both, but I do prefer when people are standing and having a good time, able to dance and kind of, not confined to their seat. So, but both are cool, and that Matt Good tour was a lot of good memories, and the show here was great. So I always love coming back to Kingston and playing here, and I don't know, the people just seem to be real music lovers, and probably because of the hip and stuff, but yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I really liked it when you played at the Grand, when you just gave a random lady half your beer that she asked for.
Yeah, I did it a few times on that tour, just not because I was like thinking I should do it, but because some of the shows you weren't allowed to drink at them, and I didn't realize that, and then like halfway through you kind of realize, and I'm like, well, I got 3 beers sitting here, like I might as well give one to someone.
Yeah.
I got in trouble a couple of times for it just because of some of the liquor laws that don't really allow it, but give what's, just give it up sometimes.
Yeah. Now, as you played in Kingston in October, was Kingston really an essential tour stop for you still?
For me, it's like, if there's 2 places to play, it's Kingston, Toronto, and then Ottawa after that, and then, the rest of Ontario, has its challenges and fun and high times, too, so. But I don't know, I've always had really, really good crowds in Kingston, comparably for the rest of Ontario. So I always make sure this is a place we come and play, and the Merchant always seems to, be pitching for us to play, and we always just end up back here. And the owner's really great, Dave, and the staff are great, and I think people seem to like coming to the venue. I don't know if it's the favorite venue for them, but I do like playing it. It's fun. Like I said, it's an intimate crowd, and should be good.
Yeah, especially the stage too. You're pretty much just like maybe 6 inches, 8 inches above everybody else.
You're part of the crowd. There's nothing really separating an artist and the crowd, which to me is a good thing.
Yeah. Now, talking about the crowd, now when you play UO and Drunken Stone, is it easier for you just to turn the microphone around and let the audience sing the lyrics for you, or is it still a challenge?
Depends where you're at. Some people know the songs really well, some people don't. But I'm never one to really encourage people to sing. Usually at the shows, if people end up singing because they just feel like they want to sing, So just try to have like a real open concept to the show, and just, people seem to usually just kind of take their own lead and get into it when they do, and some are really right on the ball with it, and some people are late risers, but it's really cool when people sing the songs back to you. It's something that hasn't really faded on me. It's a really amazing feeling every time it happens, so it's good.
Yeah, because UO seems to be that one Crown staple song that everybody is always singing along, as far as I've seen in Kingston now.
Yeah, it seems to be a fan favorite, and it got radio play here too, so I mean, it's probably one of the most popular ones I have. So yeah.
Is it still one of your favorite songs to play, or have you really changed your favorite songs around?
I don't really have any favorites. I don't know. It's just we try to change the setup all the time, and I've got 5 albums over the last 5 years, so the material's changed quite steadily. So if I was looked back at a set that I played 2 years ago here, it'd be way different than today. It's just because I have more songs. So, we just try and change it up as much as we can. And last night we didn't have a set list. I just played,
cool.
And I think I might do that tonight again because it went well. It could really go really bad or it goes really good. So I just kind of tonight I think I'll just have like a master list of all the songs and just kind of, pick which ones make sense at the time.
Yeah, because I noticed each album really doesn't have a real flow to it. There's different genres generated in each song.
Right.
Now, does that affect your set list at all each night?
I mean, a lot of it's reggae. It just ends up being reggae stuff. Yeah. Trying to branch out of that a little bit, but I do enjoy it. But I mean, unconsciously, I just like all types of music, so it all kind of seeps through onto the albums, you know, and different things I'll be listening to for different albums, or like not even listening to music. I don't really get inspired from listening to music that much. It's more of just where I am in my life and things I'm following and interested in. So yeah, I don't know, like we just try and put on, you know, as many good songs as we can, whatever we're feeling at the time. So like I said, usually it's heavily reggae influenced, and when I say reggae, that's pretty loose. It's like Canadian reggae, you know, like not even Canadian reggae, but reggae that Canadian people can understand. Because if I went to Jamaica and I was like, yeah, I play reggae music, and they heard my music, they'd be like, this isn't reggae. You know, it's not reggae music, but I don't know, just a fun time.
Thrown into it.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say what it is, because it's like you said, there's a lot of different genres. So I don't really try to stick to a genre. I just try to be genre unspecific. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Now that you pumped out so many albums in such a short period of time, and it's been almost a year since you released your last album. Do you have anything new in the works?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of things demoed, and possibly the day after this run ends, I'll be in the studio, but if not, a couple weeks. If I go in the studio right away, it'll be here in Toronto, actually, in Ontario. But if not, then it'll be a couple weeks when I get home from this trip, and I'll be recording in Vancouver. So we're still trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing for recording, which will be materializing over the next 2 days. But I've got songs, and we want to do like an EP and try to put like, you know, try to, like, even releasing one album a year still isn't enough. It seems like people want new stuff after 2 months. So trying to figure out a different way of approaching it, rather than doing an album, do like, you know, over that time release 3 things that have 4 or 5 songs on it. So, you know, so you can kind of have a flow to each thing, and, you know, have like a real snapshot of where I'm at the moment. So that's kind of the goal.
Yeah. Do you find it's difficult to find the time to continuously write?
No, I don't really think about it. I've never really thought about it. The times I've thought about it, I haven't been able to write anything. So it usually just comes, and sometimes I won't write anything for months, and it bothers me a little bit sometimes, but then all of a sudden something will appear, and then, you know, that's what I've been waiting for, you know, kind of thing. So, no, I don't know. It just happens, and I'd like to keep putting out as much stuff as I can, and hopefully, you know, I'm liking the stuff I'm writing and I can put it out. But you never know. I mean, some things slow down, so I can't promise 5 more albums in 5 years, but maybe it'll happen. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, are you going to add any more cover songs?
I never really thought about it. I mean, the cover songs that I've done were real accidental. It wasn't for the sake of doing a cover song. It's just kind of started jamming on something and then start singing a vocal over top of it, and then, whoa, that's, you know, sounds cool. Yeah. And recorded a couple of them, not really thinking anything about it. So it's been a long time. It's like 2007 was the last time I did a cover song, and probably because I see what it does and it's cool, but it's also like that was just like a real quick snapshot of where I was at, and it's like sometimes you just don't want to play those songs and people want to hear them because they're familiar or whatever, and so I'm kind of conscious of that, so I'm kind of staying away from that these days. But I don't know, it is fun playing those things every now and then. But
yeah, because I remember I was flipping through the album the first time and I heard the opening lyric. I was like, no, he didn't, did he? And then I had to keep listening to the songs. I was like, holy,
right.
Like, that's kind of an obscure song to hear covered.
Right. Yeah, there's real no rhyme or reason. Yeah. It could have been anything. Yeah.
Now, you got roughly about 2 weeks left on this current tour of Ontario.
Yeah.
Now, how's the road treated you so far?
It's just kind of started. This is the second show of this little run. So it's good. I like the guys I'm playing with here. I mean, I like all the guys I play with, but I kind of have a couple different bands now. One from Vancouver, one from here in Toronto, and yeah, it's fun kind of sharing your music with other people, and you know, so this will be like a year that I've played with these guys, Mike and Jeremy from Rebel Emergency. So it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know. The road's been good. It's just kind of starting, and they're good guys to hang out with.
Yeah. So now, what would your set list consist of? Like how for this tour? Yeah. Kind of how like, 5.
I just there's like a list of 40 songs, and we just kind of pick which ones we want to play. Yeah. So yeah, I play off of every album.
Okay. Cool.
Every night there's something from every album. Yeah. Usually there's like it's usually like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Or it's like a lot of songs, 20 songs plus every night.
And that's going to continue on for the rest of the tour. So
yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, it's always been like that. I've always tried to play as many songs as I can, just because it's fun up there, and people seem to enjoy it. And no matter how long you play, everyone always wants more after you stop.
Yeah.
Which can be not annoying, but just like, I'm not a big encore guy. It's kind of like, that's why I play so long, and I'm hoping my fans at some point start to realize like that's what I do. I hate encores. They're stupid. They're for big, huge stadium bands, not for bands playing clubs.
Okay, well, thanks for your time once again.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, looking forward to the show tonight.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.